Love and light, children of earth. Now, we came here through a death and rebirth portal, right? Let me explain. In order for you to go from one planet or galaxy to the other, leaving Earth or coming to Earth, you must go through a death and rebirth portal. Reason is we have no access to the stargates, right? And we can no longer leave um, by ships. Okay. All right. Let me elaborate on that a little bit, right? How that came to be. All right. In the beginning, when the first Anunnaki came here, they came in a ship. As a matter of fact, Alalu described his ship as a green spaceship, right? And he also described his voyage here to Earth, right? There were no dome above this Earth, right? It was an open sky when he landed here on Earth. And furthermore, when he alert Father Anu from Nibiru, they gathered themselves, the armada, and they took the voyage here to Earth to find gold, to fix their situation that they had there, right? They needed the gold for their purposes, right? So this is how they end up here, searching for gold, right? So that goes to show you, in the beginning, there was no dome over there, right? However, upon the Anunnaki departure, right? Because Murdoch, one of their our father knew grandson, he destroyed the power grid, and it caused a lot of casualty, a lot of damages, and they decided, all right, we're gonna leave and we're gonna lock him here, him and his 200 Igigi fellow gang members, right? And that's what they did. Now, they had to lock Murdoch and these Igigi here because they didn't want them to get out. They didn't want Murdoch to come back home, or they didn't want them to go out there and get themselves into more trouble or do more destruction, so to speak. Remember, Murdoch was the one who destroyed Moltech, the planet Moltech. So they were doing destruction on a planetary scale. So their family member knows them, right? So instead of being enemies with other alien race, or they decided, all right, we're gonna lock you here, right? And they put a dome over the Earth, locked him in. This is how we get caught up, right? Because when they locked him in, we wasn't even existed yet. Humans, mankind was not in existence. You understand? The only being that existed here were the hybrid Anunnakis, which were Adam Uz and Eve Tiamat's seed, right? Which are which came from the Lyrans and the Anunnaki themselves, right? There weren't any humans here. It was after their departure that Murdoch find it necessary to create his own race. Just like he been doing with everything else. He is the one who is in control of the weather that we have here now. He done tampered with the animals. He tampered with the fishes in the sea. He about tampered with everything. call himself a creator, right? So he went and he tampered with the hybrid Anunnaki DNA that his father and his uncle created. And this is how we came to be. Okay? Humans. Right? So, after they left, they make sure they place a simulation, a dome over the earth. And in actuality, that dome is a simulation. Not the entire earth, but the dome, the cover. Right? The sun, the moon, the stars, it's all simulations. However, even though the Anunnaki created their version of the moon and so on and so forth, Murdoch find it necessary to create his own. So what he did was he cut up the earth in different time zones. So now, while in the Caribbean we have a moon and a sun, in China they have another moon and another sun. In Africa they have another moon and another sun. That is Murdoch doing. It has nothing to do with source. It has nothing to do with his father or his family. You understand? Murdoch took over as soon as they left. The Anunnaki did not place Murdoch in charge of this earth. They did not make him God. As a matter of fact, the reason why he rebelled is because they didn't want him to rule. He was lousy at ruling. He's a criminal. You understand? So they pass over him every time and he got upset. And he just went berserk and destroyed the free energy that was supplied right through the earth. Okay? So this is why there's a simulation over the earth. Nobody comes in, nobody goes out. So when you hear them talking about they're sending out a rocket, it's a lie. When you hear about a mothership coming in and they could see and talk to them, it's a lie. Okay? The only way the ships comes in is through the stargates or any portal that the Galactic Federation decide they're gonna use. Okay? And another question arises because I heard a comment that was made that why is it that all the aliens are white? Well, you see, this is why I keep telling y'all, do not read books. Go within. Okay? If you go within, you can't go wrong. The television that they use to tell you all these lies, it would not affect you if you go within. Because it doesn't matter what they put up there, you know the real deal. Okay? There are a lot of melanated aliens. And aliens that will probably shock you in their demeanor. Okay? But you will all see soon. By next year, you'll see them. Love and light, children of earth.